What's up, guys? It's Monaco here, and in this video, I want to give you a meta snapshot for November. I'm going to kind of do some single player in the background so that you guys aren't totally bored with this. But I just want to kind of talk for just a minute and give you some ideas and suggestions about where you should be looking at. So, 3-star multiplayer has really kind of taken the weaker classes and weeded them out. Um, and the 8 panels has kind of exacerbated the whole thing. Um, One of the things to keep in mind, though, is that we are on 4-star cards, and our ability levels and card levels are pretty low because of it. And so you're kind of seeing a situation where there's only certain classes that are really able to perform well at the Hashmouth fight. Now, that doesn't mean that other classes cannot perform. I'm not saying that. But there are obvious clear-cut winners in each category when it comes to the Hashmouth fight. You know, Knight is obviously the best, far and away the best defender. Black Mage is far and away the best damage dealer. And Dancer is far and away the best healer. Now, the breaker category is a little meh because Assassin doesn't have access to Wind Poo Poo, and as a result, it's kind of chugging on the Hashmouth fight a little bit. But that doesn't mean that it's still not a good. It's still not a good. Still not in a good class to use for Hashmouth. So, one of the things that I was really interested to see when 8 panels came out was the Black Mage versus Mage comparison. I was a little worried that Mage was going to turn into like a one-hit wonder with VNF and with Vanilla Fang and kind of turn into like the only damage dealer that people use. Well, it turns out that that's not the case. The modifiers that Black Mage picked up on its weapon, and as well as the weakness bonus, really propels Black Mage into like the number one for in terms of damage. And for Odin and for Hashmel or any Wind and Earth boss, it's going to remain the same. Black Mage is still going to be the best. And I think that Black Mage can compete with a Freet. Now, a lot of people are going to be head scratching at that. Like, no way. Mage is going to be the clear cut winner. Um, I don't think that they're the clear cut winner. They'll have an advantage. I'll give them that. But they're not necessarily the clear cut winner overall. Um, and then you have obviously dancers being the healers, and dancers are strong right now because of their high survivability and their heal drives. They have a lot of hit points. They can drive and their elements and get an effect out of it, whereas most of the other support classes can't do that right now. And because of the low card levels, the other support classes are struggling. Um, Now, does that mean that Dancer's going to be on top forever? No, that doesn't necessarily mean that. White Mage will catch up for a couple of certain fights, particularly a Freet, because Dancer doesn't have access to fire elements. So White Mage is probably going to be the supportive choice for a Freet. So it's going to kind of rotate like that. You're going to see a lot of rotation in the meta with depending on what element you're fighting. So just keep that in mind. I know that doesn't necessarily help people decide which job they should level up next with 8 panels. I mean, honestly, just do the job that you feel like is the best for you, for your card situation, for your wants and needs in terms of multiplayer, single player, and tower. Um, Now, I still don't recommend you leveling a job specifically for a tower because there's no guarantee that you're going to get into the top 500. But if you think it'll improve your chances and you think that you're willing to try hard enough to get into the top 500, then by all means go for it. Um, some of the interesting things that are going on right now with cards is we're kind of in a lull with cards as to what to augment, and as a result, people are really kind of questioning what they should augment. Guys, if there's any doubt whatsoever as to what you should augment, don't augment. Like, that should be like a rule that you follow, because it's very, very important that you don't waste your growth stars. They're an extremely valuable resource. Now, as for me, whenever I run out of cards to augment, or I don't want to augment anything, I look to cards that will last a very, very long time. And the force cards last forever. I mean, they never go bad. Those cards are amazing cards, some of the best cards in the game. And in lieu of other choices, I would definitely augment some of the force cards right now, especially Pixie, because of VNF and the way Vanilla Fang works. Now, one thing that you guys need to start doing is saving your resources. Save your elixirs. Save your magicite. Save everything that you possibly can for the future, because you're going to need it. I had suspected that 3.2 might possibly come out this month. The game designers had a different idea. I knew panels 5 through 8 were going to come out very soon. But I didn't know how they were going to release it. And as it turns out, the game designers had a different idea. They just wanted to give us panels 5 through 8, and they'll give us chapter 3.2 probably next month, because they need to give us 5-star cards, so that way we can start working on them for some of this harder content that's going to be coming out very soon. So as a result, I'm almost 100% certain that 3.2 is coming next month. So that's something to look forward to. I'm also pretty certain that we're going to be getting some of the next tier of jobs very soon as well. They're going to start coming out, Paladin, Priest. They're going to release the Defenders and the Supports first, and then they'll give us the next tier of attackers. So look forward to that. That will be awesome. I'm highly looking forward to Magin. I think Magin's going to be a great job moving forward. Rogue also will be a very good job moving forward. Those should be coming out by the end of February or early March. That's what the time frame I'm looking at for those jobs. So these next couple of months are very vital with your resources. Also, you need to save your ability tickets. Some of these cards that are coming out are not going to be farmable. Now, there might be special events that allow us to farm some of these cards, after they release them, and that would be awesome if they did that. But there's no guarantee that that's going to happen. So you need to save your ability tickets. Start saving for some of the higher damage cards that are going to be coming out with the Final Fantasy VII batch. Final Fantasy VII batch has a lot of really strong multi-hit spells, and we're going to see a lot of really good things come out of that batch. We'll probably get our next defensive spell and next best defensive spell, and we'll get our good offensive spell in Knights of the Round. So anyways, guys, those are kind of some of the tips that I have for the next couple of months. And I hope you guys kind of enjoy this. Work on your Sicarius cards. Hit multiplayers as hard as you can. Get those Sicarius cards up to 4 stars, because those are the best cards in the game at the moment in terms of damage, okay? So anyways, that's really all I have for right now. I'm going to be doing a stream tonight with the new content coming out around 10 p.m. Eastern Time. If you guys want to join me for the stream and you have any questions, you can ask me there, or you can drop a comment in the comments below. I'll see you guys next video.